Hello, everybody. We are live. Hope everyone's doing well. We're live on a Friday night. So, right now, what I'm doing, I think this is the best, ironically, this is the best that this setup has looked yet so far. And for some reason, I think one of the lights went out on my light. So that's very ironic. But ironically, today, when I turned everything on, it looked really good. After messing with it for a couple of weeks, it's looking well. We're live. We're back on the normal computer. I'm going to be fixing my eye level thing soon because it's not good that I have to be over here. So, I'm setting things up one step at a time. I'm getting more comfortable in the space. What else? I'm figuring out what I'm going to be doing because now I have some more time now. So yeah, I'm just getting things dialed in. And we're just testing. So ironically, this looks the best it has been. So if you're coming, I'm getting settled back into the studio again. Something didn't work, and then now it looks better. So that might be good. I found something today that that's interesting because I was having issues going live, and then I found this, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna help me because I pre-made things many years ago. I pre-made a setup so it could be easy for me to go live. Then it wasn't. Now it is. So I'm just rebuilding. So thank you. So the plan is I'm gonna be building this setup so I can go live when I want to talk about Lumula, talk about the different projects that I'm working on, and then having it so because sometimes I like to do other projects or do things like, oh, this is this or this is that project. So that's really that's hard to do, like when you mix and match and all. So getting the right setup is the best because this is the issue ever since COVID, or ever since around 2023 when I went back to the real world after the virtual world. I had an issue of, okay, I need to take this and take that, take this, fix this, that. So it's been a mess. And the only reason that I was able to go live every single time, okay, I was going live like Fridays, or it was 2 times a week. So 2 times a week, that's crazy. 2 times a week. And I think it was 3 times once. crazy. So, I just got to get into the flow, got to promote Lumilet, because, to be honest, like, I'm doing all this work, people are noticing it, but I'm telling people about it, and then they're like, I'm at that point where they're gonna buy it, and they're like, or I'm getting people viewing it, they sound interested, and then they don't do anything with it. So I'm like, or they don't buy it, or they don't talk. It's this weird issue right now that I'm dealing with. So I'm trying to maybe go live more or communicate with my audience better, but I'm just trying to figure that out right now. So I think going live, connecting with the audience more, that's a big thing that I want to do. Remember to like the stream and all. I'm just getting back in the flow of it, because I feel like I haven't done it in a really long time to like, okay, let me do this, let me do that, you know? Okay, so someone asked, do you have any RC cars? No, I don't. Sorry, I don't. Hello, Rich. How are you? We got DOCC music here in the comments. Can you say my name? Hello. Say your name. We have HRS Studio. Hello. Slay to you, as you say. To me. Yeah. We're just getting back into the groove of things. And I found a preset that I built like 2 or 3 years ago on this computer. So I'm like, yes, I can finally go back. Later, I'm going to try and move things, because right now, in the new space that I'm in, I have good internet now. The lighting looks good. Ironically, one of the light parts of is out, but ironically it looks good today. So we thank the universe and God and everyone up there that everything, ironically, was pretty simple to do. It takes less and less when you do when you do something more and more and more, they say it gets smoother and smoother, and that's true. That's true. That is true. Because I feel like every time I'm going live or hitting live or doing some doing something, you know, it gets easier and easier. So today, so the first time it took me maybe 20 to 30 minutes to set up. And then it took me, after that, then it took me maybe 15 minutes. Then last week, the other day, 10 minutes. And today, it was maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes or less. So, setting up the camera. So this week I didn't have to set up the camera. I didn't have to reset up the lighting. I didn't have to reset up the microphone. The only thing I had to do was plug in this computer, because this laptop was dead, turn on the external monitor, plug that in, went live. Maybe I should just have like a little rolly cart, or because some people make rolly carts of this, but a little something that I can like pop down or get. I'm just thinking. I'm just ranting. I'm just doing it, but I'm just going live because I need to build up the channel again and all that. But I'm just trying to settle into the space first, set it up so that I can go live, be live, do experiments and all. So, yeah. That's where I'm at right now. Because right now we're using the Nerdy Talk. Right now we are using the FX30. So with the cine lens. Very, very good setup. And right now since we're vertical, I vertically did it. So it should look very nice. What I can do is I found a stand. I'm gonna mess around with this if I'm gonna be playing around for a bit. It's a quick live stream, but messing around with the light and all. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get up because I finally found a light stand that works. Appreciating the effort if you're putting in to go back to live streaming. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to build up Lumila and all of the products or what I'm doing or what I'm shooting or everything. Because I know what I'm doing. It's just for the longest time I didn't have time. It felt like I was making an excuse. I wasn't. I was just busy. But now I have I'm like, okay, I can go live if it's for 10, 15 minutes just to connect with my audience so my audience doesn't die. Because I have less than a year now left of college. What am I going to do after that? I'm going to be either freelancing, doing my own thing, or doing YouTube. So, did you actually mount the camera to be on its side? Yes. So this is actually on its side. I can do that into Ecamm, but also I have it in I have it vertical. I know there's some people, I was watching someone that is thinking of switching their ZV-E1 out for a webcam or some. No, I haven't, Rich. But this stream, I don't use that Mac Mini. That's for something else, for another thing. I usually use my MacBook Pro for this. That's on another level that we don't talk about because that's another heck of a story. But what I was saying was, I have a cool idea. I have a thought. I might indulge in something. I have to think about it really hard, but I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about a lot of things. So, we actually found a good light stand, and Carlos knows the struggle, and I bet you Hannah does too. But what I had to do, I had to be ghetto for a couple of weeks. I had to use a mic stand as a light stand, and it was a very flimsy. And it was like a boom mic stand. So what we're gonna do is, do I want to put the other light? I might want to turn the other light. I'm just using a little. could use this as a hair light. That's what I could do. I might do that for more separation. And then mount my key light. This looks really scary now. Maybe I should just have like a film noir background. That could be cool. Murder mystery with Sammy. So let me try and do this. So for all the viewers that are watching, remember to comment, remember to subscribe. I'm just messing around right now with the lighting for a moment. So where is this? So I could set this up here. It's a little heavy. Now what happened to here? When I was messing around with this light, the power to this monitor came out. Let me wait, why is that? This kind of works. In the background. I've been thinking of messing around with the hair light, but I have a tiny light for the background that I'm going to use. Welcome to Murder Mystery. It does help. Yeah, sometimes we use the tone. You should keep it low key, yeah. I once knew who Sammy was. What I could do this is... kind I'm going to front light it. That's nice separation. I like this. I have some Be Right Back music. I have another light that I'm going to test, but I might bounce. I kind of like this look. Oh my gosh. I'll be back. Let me find some music. Be right back. Is there any Sorry for the wait. I'm back. So what I'm going to do is I have an idea for the lighting. We're not going to put it in here. Not through the poster, because I don't want the poster to fall. So I'm going to use another power strip. What is that's going to the light, the lamp. I'm not. This is the most cleanest power strip I've ever seen in a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in. So what I'm doing is I'm relighting myself, so the backlight. What I'm going to try and do using this is the key. DIY C-stand. So let me, when I sit down, without this, adds a little. So what I'm gonna do, we're doing some lighting today. So we have the nice key light. This is very nice. The hair light. And I'm going to set up the key light. But what I'm going to do is extend it. And I'm going to put it right to me. Kind of like this. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna light it a little bit better, but we're using cool, warm. This looks, I might bounce it a little bit. I might need another light over here, but tell me what you think. This is rough. This is rough, and we're at F8, 1000 ISO. So what we're going to try and do now is hello. Yeah, I look sick. Not gonna lie. That's why you go to film school. That's why you pay the tuition. So I'm just using practicals here. Side light. This also looks good. If I might change the bulb, but this also looks really good too. This looks like candlelight. I could diffuse this. Let me, and this is at F8. I dig this a lot. So that's, so this is, I kind of dig that too. So what I can do so this is T2. So right now this is, are we in, we're in focus now. I'm going to drop the ISO to 500. We're at 400 Kelvin. 500, 400. So let's bring that up a little bit. $320. So 500. Now, do we wanna, if I bounce that, I like that too. It's very blue, very, all these look pretty. So I could, that light is hot, so I could diffuse it. Maybe get some cardboard. I'm digging this. So what we can do is we're going to stop down the lens. We're going to put this back up. We're bouncing the light now. This is bright. So what I could do is get some clamps and paper, but the poster, the only issue is the poster's not being seen now. So I'm going to be at F8. F8 at fall is right. So I don't know how color accurate this is because I'm not using a color accurate monitor. Plus my monitor's right here. But in the comments, tell me what you think. We have the barn. Could gel this. Let me do this. I like this. What I can do, I do have another lamp. This looks good. I was gonna add the other lamp at some point again. So let me I know that was doing something funky to the camera before. What I could do is set up another light. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I do have a thought. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for leaving everyone for a second. I've been just testing. Okay, so Rich, right now, no, because the only and the sun's going down, so now this is the perfect time. But the issue is right now, where I am, I'm not at a desk. So usually, if I was at a desk, I would be looking here, and then there's the comments. But right now, I have a laptop with a screen because the screen's not working on that laptop. So I'm using it like a Mac Mini. With that, I have to look down. So now, ironically, after trying to find something, I couldn't find it, but I will find it. I had a theory now. But let me try something. So let me take this power out right now. Okay, so right now I'm gonna go FaceTime. Are you thinking of going back to interviewing creators? So, I haven't done that. And I stopped that. You can see a whole difference. Like, wow. One looks okay, but then this looks like amazing. So, I'm liking it now more and more and more. The only thing is you can't see the poster, the film poster right over there. So, the issue is I was doing a lot of interviews in 2021. It was 2021, 2022, 2023. I think the last one was 2022. The last interview, the last actual, let me check. YouTube Studio. Oh, we got some new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. The last one was, last big interview was 2022. So I haven't done an interview in 2020. So no, that was one of my first interviews. That was one of my first. I didn't start interview content first. That was later. So first I was doing tech and then I was doing interviews. And then now I'm back to live streaming and tech and all that stuff because that's where I have my background in. And also, this is what's interesting. I've studied, and I'm in film school. That's what I go to college for. So I know, so like, all of this now, like 3 or 4 years ago, I would have known some of it, but most of this I've learned and mastered, and I've played with some crazy things. Not crazy things, but some pretty cool things. But in the last year and a half, last February, I was shooting with Bill Murray. Think about that, and I'm using that camera right now. A 20-year-old. Think about that. 20-year-old is shooting Bill Murray for a film. And then I did another one, a horror film that's coming out in June 2026, very, very soon, called Giovanna. Did that one. Some other projects. I'm doing like one or 1.5 films, or maybe I'm doing 1 or 2 films per block. So maybe I've done 2 or 3. I've shot 2 or 3 this in the last, from September to now, and that's pretty good. That's pretty, for someone that is in school still, that's pretty good. It's a lot of work doing one of those, but I've learned a lot. So, yes. So that Bill Murray for footage was, yeah. So I shot Bill. I filmed Bill Murray. I don't. I should make it. I don't talk about it a lot, but yeah, on this exact setup, I used the FX30 with the cine lens and all. Budget cinema camera, and people are streaming out here with. Maybe I should. This is okay. This is my plan. Because I was thinking, I love my FX30. I love this setup. This is great. But what if I figured out, because the lighting looks amazing now. You gotta agree with me. It looks next level. Before I was tinkering, I'm still tinkering, but you can get this off of a webcam, or a good, decent webcam with a good sensor size. And I do have one of those. So what I'm thinking is maybe I'm going to switch it up, put that up there, have my FX30 still. I'm still playing around with the idea, but yeah, I shot a lot. So I've learned a lot. Just tough day. But anyway, what was I about to say? Yeah. So if it's looking good, like right now, then you can replicate it on any camera, any setup. It's lighting, camera, lens. Right now, this isn't even at f1.4. This is at T8. And ironically, some of the best movies and best cinema isn't on big ass. They're using cine lenses, but they're not shooting wide open. Like if I shot, I could, but then I have to diffuse everything. This is what wide open looks like. That looks absolute. That looks overblown. But this looks like an amateur. But if you bring it down just a little bit. That looks great. And I like that it's white, some day tone, and some night tone. So 51 minutes. I think that's pretty good. 50-minute show. I think I feel good about this. I'm just getting the wraps up. I might be live tomorrow. I've been thinking I might do a Saturday show. I don't know. But now that it's almost dialed in correctly, I like it. So thank you for watching. If you're watching on the replay, Thank you. Remember to subscribe if you're watching new, and I'll see you next time.